Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone on to Bitcoin. Big CoinsKid cruise. So I know a lot of people are calling for Bitcoin dominance to get roughly up to this sort of 80%. I know Michael Saylor's looking at that particular prediction and he thinks that altcoins are scams and things like that. But at the minute, we just got to ride the waves here. Okay, so this is basically Michael Saylor's projection up there. I don't know if you know who Michael Saylor is, basically the owner of MicroStrategy, and he owns 140,000 Bitcoins, I think it is. So he's balls deep basically into Bitcoin, and there's a massive pusher of Bitcoin and a real Bitcoin bull. I believe in what he says, but I don't necessarily think we'll see those levels again for Bitcoin of market capitalization. Possibly be wrong. Obviously, I've not got a crystal ball and can see into the future, but right now, with the dominance, you can clearly see that what we're doing here is breaking this red line, which has been key resistance for so long since we had this massive altcoin season for the crypto markets. I mean, if we can see this again, where the dominance drops like that and it drops like that, okay, these are just amazing times to actually not be in Bitcoin, although you can sit in Bitcoin obviously, but they're amazing times to be in actual altcoins. So I do think we'll see those times again, but at the minute what we've done, we've based out down here for Bitcoin some kind of bottom structure, and right now we're busting a move, aren't we? So we're starting to come back up the stairs and regain some of this confidence in Bitcoin and the dominance in Bitcoin. So at the minute, the ideal play at the moment anyway is to be in Bitcoin. It's not a perm bear, whatever, it's just Bitcoin's looking pretty tasty, and this is what it was down here as well. We're seeing a lot of appreciation in Bitcoin. We're into this resistance right now, consolidating and looking to go again. So where's the resistance above for Bitcoin? So instantly you can identify resistance in the charts and look at those 2 points just there. So I think we might see a run to this level here, some kind of breakout for Bitcoin where it gets to roughly the 52.26% mark before a level of consolidation, altcoins catch up and things like that off their bottoms and their potential spring, and then we go again, and then we're looking at Bitcoin getting all the way back up to there at least 57.33%, where that is a massive level of previous resistance just there, bit of support that was lost, and then equally support there and support that was melted through. So it looks as though Bitcoin's poised to get to that at least before we would potentially see a possible alt season. This is what I'm trying to convey to you, okay? So I do think we'll see something like this again, like that, and then like this as well. I do think we will see times like that, but in the meantime, looking at the Bitcoin dominance charts breaking out right now, it looks as though Bitcoin's poised to come up, consolidate, and at this point here, what will Bitcoin do? Will it continue? Will it come up? Will it get to the 80% mark? Who knows? Michael Saylor could be correct, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll try and ride these waves together, okay? But at the minute, Bitcoin's looking okay. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now and see what we can see. So look at Bitcoin on the daily. As you're fully aware, we've bounced off key levels of support on the weekly time frame, the 5-day Gaussian, the top of the Gaussian. So far, this could actually qualify as the bottom right now. So off the bottom, what we want to see impulsively is 5 waves up and 3 corrective waves back, and then another 5 waves up, and then what you're getting is impulsive and corrective waves from the potential bottom. But you can clearly see at the moment what we have got, and I was a little premature yesterday in saying we weren't going to quite run to the white line. We have indeed ran to the white line right now, that level of resistance. What I'm going to do is dive in on the hourly time frame. So looking at Bitcoin on the hourly time frame at the moment, I was a little bit premature yesterday, to be honest with you, and envisioning that this was the end of the move. This was the end of the 5-wave move up, but right now we've ran into that white line, and I think that's the end of the 5-wave move. Obviously it can be invalidated, but right now I think there's an opportunity to go short on Bitcoin, okay, with your stop loss on that high just there, okay, to negate this short opportunity to come back down in the correction. So what we've got here, like I've said to you, 5-wave move, always counter it, or if you can find 5 waves, always counter it. So I think what we're looking at right now, the bullish stance is the fact that we've got a 1, a 2, this was a 3, that was a wave 4, and boom, we're putting a final 5th wave, and that's a beautiful impulsive wave 1. And what we're looking for right now is some kind of ABC correction coming back down to where you came from, obviously correcting without losing it, and then going again and taking out that high. I think it's a really bullish statement from Bitcoin. And like I said to you, run into this white line, come back for a higher level of support, then break this eventually in a wave 3, because that's what usually you do break out on wave 3s, okay? It's exactly that we broke out of a massive falling wedge on a wave 3 as well in November, and I've shown this to you. I think we broke out in actual January of this year, and we went through all that count, okay? But anyway, I won't get too deep just yet, but that qualified as a wave 3 basically, and it was a power to break that resistance of that falling wedge, which is exactly what we've seen. So anyway, aside from that, this is a sort of minor impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, and then potential building up for a wave 3, providing this correction coming back can hold support. So what I'm looking at right now, we can drop the fibs in and I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at. So this here, this was a wave 2 pullback. So this is your low and this is your high. Okay, so from that low to that high, you can clearly see the wave 3 qualified as a wave 3 because it got to the 2.618, like I've always shown you. wave threes, in my opinion, the power wave threes, you're always looking at maximum 2.618, and that's exactly where it found resistance. Okay, then what we did, we've come back in an ABC correction just there, some kind of, you know, minor ABC correction wave 4, and right now what we were looking for off this break was a 1618, okay, which would be the minimal target of a wave 5, and that's exactly where we found resistance, 27154. Look at that, like an absolute boss. So right now this to me qualifies in the sense that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's cooked. That's 5 waves done. So what I'm looking at right now is an opportunity to short this. Like I said to you, always counter the 5 waves up. So in theory, if this is correct and this is a wave 1, then we should come back in some kind of ABC or correction back down to where you came from, hold a higher low, and then break it and break this resistance in a big powerful wave 3. Big tick to that being really, really bullish if it happens. Okay, so we're going for a retracement right now. What we've done, we've come up in 5 waves impulsively, and we're looking for a 3 wave correction pattern coming back. So at the minute, I'm looking to short this with my stop loss on 27168. Looking to short this. I'm going to show you exactly where I think you might get some bids in, because obviously if it's an A wave down, you come up in a B and you're going to drop in a C. I think because you've broken this level of support just there without back testing it, that could be a good area to put some bids in on a short with a stop loss on this high. And obviously if it goes against us, it goes against us, but this is trading the ranges. This is what we do on the channel. Okay, so right now what we've got is an opportunity on Bybit or BitGet. It's entirely up to you to go short, put some bids on 26882, because that's the level of support, the God candle that you've melted through a support. Go short of that level, put your stop loss on that wick high to negate the fact that this is breaking out and they've had the correction just there. Okay, it really is simple. It's trading the ranges. So where do I think that Bitcoin could go to if we ran into this high? So let me get this absolutely knob on for you. Okay, just there. Let me get this absolutely knob on for you to show you exactly where I think Bitcoin could retrace to over the next few days in a big ABC correction. So effectively, this is an impulsive wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right now you're retracing in a potential wave 2. Okay, so impulsive wave 1 consists of subsets of waves, and right now you should in theory come back in some kind of A, some kind of B, some kind of C towards the weekend right there. Okay, so what we're looking at for Bitcoin right now is obviously to hold this resistance and not break out anytime soon, because it's going to provide us with a short opportunity. Put your stop on 27198. Okay, sorry, let me get that knob on. I do apologize. Put your stop on 27175, okay, and then obviously I think we'll get some bids in here because we've melted through the support of a double M top pattern. We've not necessarily back tested this drop of the support as resistance just yet, so this might be a good place to actually load up some shorts, put some short bids in. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So I'm looking at right now is possibly some kind of A wave down, some kind of B wave up, and then a C wave drop. Now where will the C wave go to? So in theory, you know, what Bitcoin loves to do is retrace to the golden ratio, the 0618 at 25685. Now this is a level of interest to me, because what we've got here is this God candle breaking that resistance just there. So right now what I'm looking to do is short all the way back down to the golden ratio at 25685, where we'll close my short, take profit at that point, and then go long at that point, and obviously add more to my spot bags for Bitcoin. And then I think what we've got is a perfect ABC, and from that we could be looking at a massive impulsive move here for Bitcoin, something like this down to the golden ratio at 25685. Once that's completed, I would definitely be looking to close that short if I don't get stopped out already. And remember, the risk is there. Nothing I say is financial advice. I've not got a crystal ball. This can go against us, but this is always the opportunity I try and identify on the channel right there. So we're looking at some kind of wave 2 ABC coming back to the golden ratio at 25685, providing Bitcoin retains that resistance at 27175. Now if we get this next move, like I said to you, what this will begin to look like is some kind of big ascending triangle over a long period of time. Okay, and the key resistance, I think if we move to the left, you can clearly see the resistance just there. Okay, and if we do that, you can clearly see what we've got is a left shoulder ahead, the potential right shoulder with an inverse head and shoulders that breaks and goes to the upside, and a massive powerful wave 3, and then we really are taking off in space for Bitcoin. Okay, so I hope you understand the update. Right now the key low is obviously the 1 fib at 24808. that has to qualify as the bottom for this to be impulsive, corrective, and then we're looking at explosive impulsive move, a possible wave 3, and if we can catch it down here on the golden ratio, amazing opportunity for the CoinsKid crew right there. Okay, so I hope you understand the update. What am I doing right now? Going short on Bybit and BitGet. Remember, don't be an over leveraged degen, don't go and be life savings, but I'm looking for Bitcoin to complete some kind of ABC simply because of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. We're looking to counter trade the waves. Okay, really is that simple. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Bye bye.